What's up, everybody? Hope you all had a great day getting into this episode of GH. This was a hot ass mess. Listen, listen, it was a lot going on. I did like the little cameo appearance from Cyrus and Esme. I was over them though. I was over their bullshit because first of all, they pop up in Laura Nightmare. I ain't even gonna call it a dream. That shit was a nightmare. Popping up in her nightmare to basically tell her to take responsibility and turn herself in. And Esme talking about something, oh, I lost my mind, my child, and that's your fault. Esme, shut your little crazy ass up. And Cyrus showing up with the gun in the box talking about, oh, you gotta take responsibility. I wouldn't be taking responsibility for shit. I didn't do shit. I ain't taking responsibility for shit. Y'all got me tripping because it ain't gonna happen. She ain't kill that man. What's she going down and take responsibility for? Like, you're crazy. What I love is that when Kevin came home, she immediately told him about Sidwell's blackmail. Like, she didn't keep it from him. She didn't nothing. She told him all the dirt. And see, in that moment when she told Kevin everything, and especially about Sidwell blackmail, and she knew Sidwell was going to be on his way to Sonny's to blackmail him for even more. In that moment, I wanted Kevin to turn into Joey Armstrong real quick. I said, Kevin, you need to turn into Joey, or you need to turn into Ryan fucking Chamberlain real quick. We need you to get gangster because your wife is being threatened. She being blackmailed. You need to be a thug real quick. You got to take that psychiatrist hat off and put a thug one on. You need to put on your thug cap because we need all the help we can get. And, you know, Laura, she was being real. She was like, listen, if it wasn't for Ace and if it wasn't for Sonny and all the other, you know, people in her life and all the other ramifications, she would have just came forward and told the PCPD the truth and hoped that they believe her over Sidwell. But she can't come forward because of the way that this looks, and plus it will implicate Sonny, and she's worried about who's going to take care of Ace. So she's in between a rock and a hard place right now. But like I said yesterday, I need for Laura to put her tough skin on. I need for all of them to get gangster. I need them to. They all need to put on their all black, go get on the boat, go get on the launch, ride over to Windermere and kick in the fucking door, waving a 4-4. That's what they need to do. They need to get on that launch, put on some Biggie Smalls, and get gangster. Like, I'm gonna need them to get bucked real quick. Cause this shit can't stand. Like, we're not gonna sit here and be threatened. Jason over here playing pity pat with this drunk hoe, and we got big problems. We got issues going on. And he over here babysitting this drunk hoe. Fuck Britt. That whole scene pissed me off with him and Britt. You know, she over here stumbling around drunk, can't inject herself for her medication. And he over here injecting her for, you know, giving her her meds or whatever. I'm like, Jason, sir, check your phone. Is it on silent? Check your phone. Check in with Sonny. Check in with Laura. Find out what's going on. Like, I'm not going to lie to you. That had me pissed off. I'm like, Jason, we got bigger fish to fry. We don't have time for you to sit here and babysit little Miss Drunky. We ain't got time for that. Like, we got big shit going on here. And he gonna sit in that chair and just stay with her for the night. Jason, go. You need to be at Sonny strategizing. We ain't got time for this shit. She not being cooperative. She not trying to help you with the Sidwell situation. So why are we wasting time? Like, we got things to do, Mr. Morgan. So anyway, of course, Sidwell popped up at Sonny's. Sonny, I swear to God, the way Sonny was staring at Sidwell, he was looking at him like, I really want to beat your ass before I take you out. Sonny is tired of him. Like, he really is. He is so over Sidwell. Sidwell thinks he has the upper hand, and for right now, he does. You know, he does have it, and Sonny know it. That's why Sonny was like, all right, what the hell you want? Oh, I want the peers. Of course you want the peers. And I want you to be cooperative. Sonny was like, is that all? Oh, that's all for now. Of course that's all for now. Because people like Sidwell, once they got leverage over you, whatever they want is never enough. It's never done. You know, so of course for right now, he got Sonny and Laura in his back pocket. And I love that Sonny didn't really fight with him. He was just letting him talk. And, because Sonny was like, you know what? And I could tell. In Sonny's brain, he like, you know what? Let this bitch think that he got the upper hand for now. Let him think he winning. Because that's what you do with an enemy. You let them think they're winning. You know what I'm saying? Catch them off guard. Because we all know Sonny gonna handle. Oh, Sonny has dealt with way worse than Sidwell. So I'm confident Sonny got a plan. Because Laura had called him. And Sonny told her, listen, chill out. Don't worry. I got this. He said, we're going to come up with something. And I'm sure he will. It's going to be a doozy. Because Sidwell wants to sit here and talk about something happened to me and Marco. Then, the gun with Laura's DNA and the pictures all going to the cops. Okay, that's fine. Get the hell out of my house. If I was Sonny, I would have slammed the door right on his little cue ball head. Get going. But back to Laura and Kevin real quick. See, it's a lot of people on this show, a lot of couples on the show. Well, mostly I'm talking about Curtis and Jordan and Portia. A lot of them can learn a lesson from Kevin and Laura. See, this is how you have an open and honest marriage. You see how she immediately told Kevin everything that's going on. She didn't hold nothing back, didn't keep a secret. She told that man everything. See, that's a grown marriage. That's an older marriage. See, that's grown folk for you. You know what I'm saying? That's when you seasoned. You ain't got time for the games. Like, you need your spouse to be a support system. So naturally, you're going to tell them everything, as you should. You know what I'm saying? You see Kevin didn't judge her. He didn't nothing. He just tried to let her know what her options are at the moment. He tried to support her, and that's what he's doing. See, Curtis and Portia and all them, they can learn a thing or two. See, that's what happens when you got an old school marriage. You know what I'm saying? You work that shit out together. Instead of thinking that, oh, I need to protect you by not telling you, when in reality, that's more of a hindrance than a help. See how younger folk need to learn. See, this is why I watch a lot of old school people, because you learn some shit. Just say it, you learn a lot. So anyway, moving on from that. Jocelyn, why are Jocelyn and Trina still living together? Why are they still in a friendship? Because I never liked their friendship, to be honest with you, because I always felt like their friendship was so one-sided, and now I feel like their friendship is pretty much non-existent. They know nothing about what's going on in each other's lives. Jocelyn can't be honest with her about the WSB. Trina's not talking about the Drew situation. What type of damn friendship is this? Like, I'm just saying, like, their friendship is just so blasé. It's like they don't know shit that's going on with each other. She just now telling her, like, oh, me and Vaughn slept together. We just do, trying to play a little catch up, but still not being totally honest, which the WSB part, I get. She can't tell her about all of that, but it's like, damn. Even before the WSB stuff, Jocelyn was very hush-hush about her private business. And I'm so over Kai and Trina as a couple. He's talking about, oh, I'm just happy that you gave me a second chance. She shouldn't have gave you that. She shouldn't have, but that's on her. That's what happens when you got young love. You live and learn. She'll learn. The moment he snitched, she should have dropped his ass and kept it moving. Kept it moving. Because, like, you snitch on my people, I can't trust you after that. So I'm going to drop you, and I'm not even going to look back on you. And that's how she should have kept it. So anyway, moving on from that. As far as Carly and Lucas, Carly is better than me. I'm just saying, she better than me, because all of this trying to fix stuff with him and he's still pouting, I wouldn't do it no more. I'm sorry, I wouldn't do it, because what he's asking her to do is a tall order. Like, my thing is, I don't have to accept what you do. I could respect it. I could respect your choices because you're an adult. I don't have to accept it. And that's what he want her to do. He want her to respect and accept. That's a hell to the no. You only could get one or the other, or maybe not either. You may not get either or. You know what I'm saying? But she wanted to invite him to Thanksgiving dinner. Of course, he's talking about, oh, I wouldn't have come anyway. Marco wasn't invited. Sir, no, he's not invited. That man would not be welcomed at my dinner table, hell, let alone in my home. She's trying to warn his stupid ass. Like, Lucas is so naive. So naive. I mean, don't get me wrong. Like, Carly, has horrible taste in men for the most part when it comes down to danger and all that type of stuff. She got terrible taste. But that's why she's kind of an expert person to tell you that your man's ain't shit. Because look at the men she been with. Okay, you were married to a little tiny man that threw barware, called you all type of whore. You got rid of him, thank God. Hopefully that relationship hopefully that relationship never comes back. I pray to God that it don't. And now look at who she with, you know. But my thing is, this would be the last time I would talk to Lucas about this, because at the end of the day, when it comes down to family members, you just got to love them from a distance. And if Lucas wants to continue to make a fool of himself by dating Marco and his lying ass, that's on you. That is on you. That's why I'm glad Carly said, listen, you could call me if you need something. And I would have kept it just like that, too. He wants to sit here and pout, let him pout. Because Felicia's sitting there trying to talk to him or whatever and let him know, like, you need to fix stuff with your sister. Like, that's your family, this, that, and the third. If I was Felicia, I would have kept my mouth closed. I understand she's trying to help. Let it go, Felicia. Let it go. Ain't no talking to him. He's an idiot. He want to be played, let him be played. So anyway, you know what? I have to give props to Carly, because she's holding on longer than I thought she could with this whole taking Jack Brendan down situation. She's really holding on. You know, like, she's really keeping the charade going. And that's not the Carly I know, because usually when she find out information, like she find out somebody playing her or they using one of her kids for their shenanigans, oh, she quick to go off. Like, the moment she found out Jax, years ago, he was working with Clear Walsh or whatever, he brought Clear Walsh back to town, or he brought her to town, and the moment she found out that he knew Jerry Jax was involved in Michael shooting, the minute she got out that hospital, when she gave birth to Jocelyn, oh, she went off on him. She went off on Jack. She ain't wait no days. She ain't wait no weeks. Immediately when she saw him, she gave him the icy shoulder. And that's the Carly I know. You know, she just go to fuck off as soon as she find out some shit. So this is new. And I actually like it. Because at least they're trying something a little different with her. Because Carly got the patience. Like, she ain't got no patience. Let me just say that. So I'm glad that she grew some. Like, she trying to play the long game on this one. I was so surprised though, because when Carly came back home, she heard something out at the patio or whatever. So, you know, she went out there thinking that, you know, it was somebody on the property. Because I got to remind myself, now that her and little man ain't married no more, she ain't got the protection of his guards. Because usually, you know, the guards is surrounding the crib. But, you know, now that Sonny don't no longer live there, she ain't got the guards. But apparently Valentine done popped his ass up. He looked all beat up. And he was like, I told you we'd see each other again. I said, Valentine, what is you doing? This man done escaped prison. Valentine, what you doing? I ain't mad at him. I think Valentine just got so sick and tired of sitting up in that prison. I don't even blame him. That man said, fuck it. It's time for me to go. It's time for me to make a little jailhouse break real quick and get down to some business. I ain't mad at it. I'm actually liking this little situation they got going on, him and Carly. Because if you would have told me a year ago that Carly and Valentine would be working together, I'd be like, you a damn lie. But I'm liking it. So anyway, moving on from that. Jocelyn, for one, she's a horrible spy. But just terrible. But I knew it was her that slipped that address under Anna's door for Emma to find that lab. I knew it was her because I remember she did mention that there was dogs in that lab to Emma before, so I wasn't surprised that it was Jocelyn who slipped it up under there so they could find the dogs. And of course, Brendan was pissed, but I mean, Jocelyn did have a valid point though, that his people went to the lab, they didn't find anything, so there was no harm in her telling Emma about the dogs. But he talking about, oh, that's not protocol, I should have shipped you off to a remote place or whatever. But Jocelyn sitting there talking about something, she joined the WSB to do good. See, that's where Jocelyn is naive. Because, yeah, you can do some good with the WSB, but you also got to take the bad that comes with it. And there's a lot of bad that comes with the WSB. Anna tried to warn her about that. Jason tried to warn her about that. She didn't want to listen. That's on you. And now Vaughn is somewhere You know, he was put somewhere and now he can't contact her or whatever, but you know Jocelyn probably not going to take that lying down. And she's pissed that she got to involve her family members in her cases. You know, she got to lie to them and put Lucas in danger. Lucas was going to be in danger no matter what because he's dating somebody who's clearly lying to him. So that's on him. But that's a part of the job, whether Jocelyn likes it or not. If you don't like it, like I said before, she could just transfer out somewhere else where she could work cases that will never involve her family. The choice is hers. You know what I'm saying? But if you're going to stay in Port Charles, unfortunately, some of those cases are going to involve people that, you know, you're close to. It is what it is. What are you going to do? But of course, Brennan got that phone call, and I'm pretty sure it was about Valentine's escape, so he pissed because he trying to keep Jocelyn ass on track as well and let her know, like, listen, Sidwell got some technology that the WSB want, and she want to know what it is, but of course he's not going to tell her that. That's classified. He's not going to tell her shit, nor should he, because I wouldn't either. But anyway, that was pretty much the whole episode. Hit the comment section, let me know what you all thought, and I'll see you all later. Peace.